Rating: 4.55. Key themes: betrayal, survival, sabotage, and a rising storm. Major plot points: Giovanni's deadly plan, the sabotage of the SS Anne, rising tension between factions, and Ash's will to survive. Story summary: following the events of the failed gym battle in Vault Town, Ash, Kev, and the rest of the team take a moment to recover. But not for long. A message arrives. Ash has won tickets to a luxury Pokémon cruise aboard the SS Anne. But it's a trap. Behind the scenes, Giovanni's deadly plan. Back at the Rocket HQ, Giovanni is furious after hearing from Jesse and James that his own nephew, Kev, has joined Ash's group. In a cold fury, Giovanni meets with a corporate executive from the Anne Corporation and strikes a secret deal: let them aboard. Then disable the stabilizers mid-voyage. Sink them before the world knows who they are. A powerful bribe is exchanged, and Giovanni authorizes the use of faulty Pokétech systems embedded in the SS Anne's engine room. He wants Ash, Kev, and anyone loyal to them buried at sea. Aboard the SS Anne, the ship is beautiful: golden chandeliers, polished decks, gourmet food, and a festival-like vibe. Trainers from around the world are showing off rare Pokémon. Kev, however, is suspicious. Too many smiling faces. Too much elegance. And look at the hull, it's patched with cheap steel. Ash brushes it off at first, enjoying the chance to relax. But during a Pokémon battle tournament on deck, the ship suddenly lurches. Screams erupt. Water begins surging into the lower decks. The ship is sinking. Panic at sea as the SS Anne begins to tip. Chaos unfolds. Jesse and James, also aboard to report back to Giovanni, panic, but strangely tried to help people escape. Kev tries to get Ash to abandon his Pokémon so they can escape faster. Ash refuses. Meanwhile, Joe Grunt, once afraid to even talk on camera, steps up to lead a group of frightened trainers to safety. The betrayal becomes clear when they discover the main engine room was rigged, and the crew abandoned ship first. A Team Rocket elite drone hovers above the wreckage, broadcasting Giovanni's voice: "You should have stayed out of this, nephew." And Ash. "You'll make a fine tombstone for the old world." Survival and a new resolve. The episode ends with Ash, Kev, Misty, and Brock making it onto a piece of debris with the help of the Malvalane Squirtle, who freezes the rising water to give them a temporary raft. Jesse and James float nearby on a chunk of the ballroom ceiling, soaked and broken. "Why do I feel guilty?" Jesse mumbles. "Because we liked the kid," James admits. Ash looks at the night sky as a red comet streaks overhead, perhaps foreshadowing the next major twist. Character highlights: Ash shows heart and leadership even when others panic. Refuses to leave Pokémon behind. Verdict continues to grow as a true trainer and hero. Kev, increasingly conflicted. His instinct to survive clashes with his loyalty to Ash. Verdict, flawed, but real. He's becoming the Zuko of this story. Giovanni, a true villain. Cold, calculating, and willing to sink a ship of innocents to eliminate threats. Verdict, a mastermind worth fearing. Joe Grunt, huge character growth. Finds courage and helps civilians escape. Verdict, unexpected MVP of the episode. Jesse and James, their first moment of real moral conflict. Verdict, layers are showing, they may not be as loyal to Giovanni as they claim. World building. The SS Anne Corporation seems to be complicit in dark deals, hinting at possible connections to corrupt business influences. Sabotaged Pokétech introduces the idea of technology becoming a weapon of mass destruction in this universe. The comet may be tied to the Ultra Beasts or a legendary awakening. Final thoughts: Cruise of No Return is a strong transitional episode. It raises the stakes without losing its emotional edge, while hinting at character shifts that could explode in future episodes. The line between friend and foe is blurring, and Ash's journey is no longer just about catching Pokémon, It's about staying alive in a world being rewritten by shadows and conspiracies. Favorite quote: "If this world sinks, I'll build a new one, on the bones of the last." Giovanni.